Evening folks, this is BestInSlot and we are back today working on Blackrock Park. Now we're going to do something a little bit different. We talked about this in the last video. We did our geodesic ring thingamajiggies, our grizzly bear habitat. Still really happy with it, I think it looks pretty cool. And we talked about wanting to work on this area here, basically making like a garden walk area, a modern garden walk area where you'd approach the grizzly bear exhibit. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to mix things up in that we're not going to do a time-lapse. We're basically going to do a bigger, longer, chill video where it's a lot of foliage and decoration and we're just going to talk and stuff like that. I think we're going to try this for the non-sort of exhibit or big builds, and like when it's more like just foliage and, you know, a bit more relaxing, we're going to try maybe doing this kind of video. This is an experiment. If it goes terribly, it goes terribly. If it works, it works. We'll have to wait and see, but we may as well give it a go. I am moderately less dead than I was earlier in this week. I may stop every now and again to like die temporarily, but it should only be temporary at the very least. I am feeling quite a lot better, so hopefully this will work. Anyways, yes, so the goal is really just to build a nice area approaching this grizzly bear habitat, and then eventually, or next video, what we'll do is we're going to do the wolves, and they're going to sit over here to the left. I'm still debating about what to do about the polar animals, the new ones. I kind of want to bring them in into this park, because it kind of fits. A lot of them are, well, at least the reindeer are North American. We can bring those in at the very least, but I kind of want to do like a custom tundra polar only zoo as well. I've got a pretty unique little idea for that, so I'm going back and forth right now, but we'll see. Either way, let's get started. There's going to be some tabbing out. I'll show you what I mean. Like, I've got this picture right here. This is a good example of the kind of thing I'm going to be looking for, and I can't really use my second screen right now, so we may tab out every now and again and take a look at that image right there. You get to see the wonders that is my my browser. It's very exciting stuff. Right, so the first thing I'm going to work on before we do any foliage is this little bit on the right hand side. I kind of want to block this off, and then I want to do a water display on the left, and then I want to decorate the whole thing. The whole thing's looking a little bit boring right now. But we had a little bit of an idea. Well, I had a little bit of an idea to turn this into kind of like a history thingamajig, and you're going to walk along and there's going to be this little display and it's going to tell you all the history of Blackrock Park, and then you'll turn around the corner and you'll be able to go and see the bears. I think that's going to look really cool, so let's get to work. Now, what we can actually use if we go into Arctic, this is actually an issue. I didn't think about this because I haven't researched the Arctic, because this came out before the Arctic Park pack did. I don't actually have any of this stuff. That's okay. I was going to use the new wood, but I guess we'll. I guess I'm not going to. I guess I'm going to use something else. Guess we'll use this stuff instead, just because it does have a bit of that kind of vibe we're going for. Now I want this to kind of sit just behind the fence, like so. Yeah. No. Yeah. And that's just going to go all the way along. It's not going to fit precisely just because this is turns. I think we can probably fix that though if we grab this and go like this, maybe. There we go. Bring that in a little bit tighter. Is that good on both sides? How are we looking? No. I really wish you could do this a little bit more daintily. It's very... How are we looking? Right, it's in on that side. See what I mean? This is the problem. This is why we time-lapse things. Okay, that looks pretty good to me. Yes, and then we just bring it back in and we should be good. Perfect. So we're going to keep the little fence that I made, this little bit, and then that's going to come in and we're going to do like little displays and stuff. It's going to look cool. It's going to look cool. I've got a cheeky little idea for this whole thing. Right, so let's latch on to this and bring this side bit up a little bit. Can we stack you up? You want to be cool? Nope. What about this? That'll do. That'll do. This doesn't necessarily, like, this kind of log doesn't super fit in with the rest of the park necessarily, but it does fit more with this area, I think. I think it fits a lot better with the kind of theme we've got going on down here, so I'm okay mixing it up a little bit. We're still going to try to keep some modern touches in there. You know, we've got the glass roof here, we're going to bring some more stuff in, but I don't mind doing some stuff more like this. Let's get a roof on there. Am I going to put a roof on this? Let's have a little look. What's that look like? Yeah, I kind of want it moderately dark in there, and then we can use some lights. And lights are a really good way to give something a bit more of a modern edge anyway. I really wish that gap wasn't there though. Do I? Oh, no, it's okay actually. No, I'm okay with that. Right, so what we want to do is split that into different little sections, and as you walk along you're going to learn about the history, and it's going to develop, and we're going to put a little display. I'm thinking like when you go to a museum basically, and there's going to be little pots and pans and pictures, and don't know how we're going to do any of that really, but we can do the pots and pans. So what we need to do is turn off stacking for one, and then how many does this break into? Please be nice and even, that'd be awesome. Yes, look at that. Beautiful. And then I want to bring in the floor to there. I'm going to bring that all the way across. Okay. And then we need to raise this up one more time. The wall is not the right one though, is it? We do that. Is that going to look weird? Yep, you know what? That's alright. Oop, and I'm stuck in this. I'm stuck inside of it. Come here, come here, come here, come here. There we go. Yeah, we'll just do that. That's fine. The logs don't quite match up perfectly, but that's kind of what I expected anyway. And this way it goes right to the top. Get a you do get a little bit of that flashy effect though that I don't like. Sometimes when you put two objects inside each other, it sounds fun for the objects, but for us it's a bit of a problem. These really don't match up. Look at that. I mean the side. Oh wait, is that why? No, what's going on? The sides match up, and then this bit is a disaster. Is there anything I can? Whatever, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Come on, come here. It's all part of the charm. We'll probably cover these front bits in something anyway. That's a good excuse. Okay, this is what I mean. So each of these little sections is going to be a stage in Blackrock's history. Oh, this is actually way taller than I thought it was. That's actually a bit of an issue. Humans are so small. I think it's okay. I'm going to pretend it's okay. So let's get a signpost in here. Sign. Get rid of that. And this is a good excuse to use some more modern stuff. What are we? It's these ones, isn't it? No, get rid. No. Nope. Stop. Position snap. That's what we don't want. The history of Blackrock. I don't know what that history is going to be. I didn't really think through that bit, but it's going to be something. It's going to exist. I'll tell you that much. This might be one of those things that I leave to talk to you guys about, kind of like the story of the Blackrock ghost. Might just be one of those things, and we can work on the rest of it today. We can do a little bit more over here though. We are going to need power over here, but what I'm thinking is we can get some lights in. I want to bring in some of the materials we've been using elsewhere in the park. Do we have a workshop? I really want to get researching this Arctic pack if possible. How good's my mechanic? Not very. I'm going to hire another mechanic. We're going to train the Melissa up, and what I'm going to do is make a work zone. Just for this bit, I don't know which building's the right building, but just over there. And what I want is for our new mechanic, to research the Arctic theme. There's some stuff in the Arctic theme that I want to get hold of, basically. So we'll grab hold of that. I'm just trying to think how I bring these elements over here, basically. How do we give it a little bit of unity across the whole park? I'm thinking these along the front bits. Let's see what I mean in a sec. If we put these in here. Yeah. Bring that up. I think that looks alright. And use the best tool in the game. Again, I'm gonna hype this tool, this little button over here, up as much as possible. It is an absolute lifesaver. It's a god. It's a god amongst tools. No. So just bring these along these front little bits here. And we can definitely do some more. We'll put some nettles along the bottom, because we're going to pretend the nettles aren't nettles, because my park is covered in nettles, which does not sound like a great idea for a park that is going to be filled with children and stuff. We are going to stay paused, just because I was making money, you know, and then we brought in the bears, and suddenly I'm no longer making money, so that's something, yeah, I can't really do much about that right now, so I'm just going to focus on making this look nice, and we will worry about the money later on. We've got enough cash. What I've been doing is basically, because I've got loads of CC, or at least a moderate amount from my breeding park, I just kind of keep buying a couple of Bengal tigers, like gold ones, and then selling them off, to be honest, for cash. Kind of what we did in My Pen Rye. But this park will be profitable. The problem is, as soon as we start doing areas like this one, where it's much, kind of more spread out, you know, it's further away, they have to trek from there to there, there's no shops over there, blah, 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 blah. That's when you start to have money problems. That's looking nicer. I kind of want to put like a backboard along there. I kind of want to maybe replace these with something else. I like the... yeah, I'm gonna swap these out. I do like the log effect, but it's pushing too far away from the theme of Blackrock Park, which at the end of the day is meant to be a modern zoo. So I think what we're going to do is use that wood as like an outlier, and then we're going to use our usual wood style behind it. What I'd like to use is the Arctic wood, and we're going to have to hit play. Just because I want the Arctic wood. I love a bit of Arctic wood, mate. Who doesn't love a little bit of Arctic wood? Right, so we're going to put a wall in here. It's just a more appropriate material. And stick a little wall on them. Might bring in a little bit of metal as well. Ah, we just got a new baby. Cool. Who's our new baby? Where's our... oh, there's a new baby. Flora. Flora, you're adorable. Congratulations. Flora's on the move. Flora is done with this nonsense. Oh, Flora. It's a strange name. How's that look? How are we looking? Yeah, I like that. It's cool. Got a little bit more modern. I kind of want to bring in... so I want to do like a water feature here. I think we're going to do what we've been doing a lot, and bring in a bit of a metal sort of side piece to it, essentially. Did I assign my staff? No, I didn't. Melissa, you work... workshop. Is any research being done whatsoever? Not in the slightest. Good stuff. Thank you, Melissa, or whatever your name is. I've kind of forgotten already. Right. I think we're just going to do a little one. Sometimes we do fairly excessive things here. I think we're just going to keep this fairly chill. Yeah, I really like that style. I think the glass and the wood and the metal kind of playing off each other looks really nice. It's quite modern, but sort of got that ancient kind of traditional look to it at the same time. Ow, ow, ow. There's something wrong with my wire. It latches onto my arm hair every now and again. I don't know what I'm going to do about the water here, because there's no water underneath there. Is that a problem? What we can maybe do... wait, I want to make sure I can put this back in. Yep, cool. We're just going to grab this. Make that substantially smaller, and we're going to bring this in over here. Basically, I just want it to sit beneath where that metal is, if possible. Doesn't seem to be flattening. Because I want this, I'm going to put water hanging off the side of the metal, kind of like we did in the rest of the park. Also, this is probably too much water in a way. Bring that in a little bit. Make sure it's going to work. Nice. And just smooth that out a little bit. You gotta get, like, #1 tip for water, keep checking it, because you'll do something and you won't know what you've done, but you'll do something and it'll stop your water working. It happens constantly to me. And the game is not great at telling you where the problems are. Smoothing will cause issues. Let's see if that still works. See what I mean? Already I can't go up that high, just because of smoothing. So at some point... I mean, I think that's okay. It's not okay though, because the water needs to go over here. I think it's this bit. This bit's been ruined. Come on, then. Bloody Nora. I mean, that's not bad. I just don't think I brought this along far enough. It kind of goes over the path a little bit. Is that okay? That seems not okay. There we go. I like it. It's just shallow over here, and then it gets deep over here. Big old pond going on over there. Yeah, that's fine by me. This is a little bit messy, but we're going to put logs in there, we're going to put plants in there. It'll look nicer by the end, I'm sure. Research, maybe? Possibly? No? What are we doing? Not even started. Wait, Melissa, not Megan. It's my bad. Right then. So, yeah, like I said, I think we'll leave the signage and stuff for now. But what I'm thinking is we go into construction, go into props. And you'd have like a little bit about what they've dug up in the area and stuff like that. So you'd maybe put in, you know, like a little decorative pot there. Not these ones in particular, but I'm just saying, you get the idea. Kind of like a museum, and then you'd have some information about it behind there. And then maybe you could make like a little rock thing. I don't know, I think there's a lot you could do here to just build like a little... Sorry, I think that's a really cool idea. I'm really happy about that one. So excited to see that come to life. And then we need to do our water dropping off the edge of this here. Now, don't want it to just hang off, but let's put the water in first and we'll go from there. Wire, stop attacking me. Jesus. Special effects, we need medium, midsection 0.5 is what we're looking for. Alright, how's that looking? Okay, nope, not quite. We need to tilt that down. And then we probably tilt it back up again. We need to exit for a second because there's inbreeding. No, stop it. No, no, no. Imagine that, you're about to bang and they just disappear into nowhere. It'd be terrifying. Bang, nice non-crude word there. Fancy. Okay, that's fine. It looks like it's floating, and that's because it is. But we will be rectifying that at some point. Do not fret your little heads. This is why I love this tool. We can do this. We can just grab this, and then bam, speed the process up a little bit, you know? Oh, not quick enough for you? Oh, speed a little bit more. You could actually group these together as well. Bam. And then when you do this... Sorry, I love this tool. I can't get over it. Now we can select them individually. Or like as a big group, I mean. The opposite of individually. It is not going underwater though, it must be said. So I like it, it's fine. Also don't want any in the middle. That was the idea, to kind of have the water start, but then... So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oops, daisy. So we need to delete 3 from here. 1, 2, 3. The idea is you walk forward. There's water, and then there's a break in the water, and you get to look out into the pit, the log. That was pond and lake and log all mixed together into bizarre words. You get to look out into the lake, and then you carry on. There's more water, and then you round the corner. I'm okay with that. I think I'll put some foliage under there. It's not a big deal, really. Let's have a little look here. How are we doing? Yay, it started. Now, this is not okay, however, because it looks like the water kind of comes out of nowhere. And the water does come out of nowhere, but we're going to try to stop that. All we want is a metal-clad thing we're going to stick on the end of here. Just anything to make it look like there's machinery there, or there's something there that would kind of justify. I tend to use these. I tend to use the eaves. Tilt them that way, bring it up. Might separate that out, actually. Now, we're going to keep going at least till... I kind of want to build, for obvious reasons, in... terrifying noise effects right there. I want to build in daytime, for fairly obvious reasons. So we'll just keep going until it turns back to daytime. There we go. See, I think just adding that really makes it seem like the water actually has somewhere it's coming from. It's not just magically appearing. Come on then. At least I can get vet research done for like the first time. How are we doing? Yeah, it's going to take ages. Alright, let's speed up time. Let's try to get back to daytime because it's dark and spooky and I can't see a bloody thing. Park looks nice at night though. I think this area as well, when it's lit up, is going to look really cool. Let's keep an eye on our money. 29, 30. Am I actually making cash? Okay, things may look slightly different. So the plan was, of course, to turn this into a flamingo exhibit. But really, I don't want it to feel like an exhibit. I kind of want it to feel like a garden, and the flamingos just happen to live there. I think we can even bring them into the story of Blackrock a little bit. It's kind of like with the, for those who don't know, the Isle of Man, which is where I was born. Tiny little island off the coast of England. Really very few natural animals. Anyways, like badgers, hedgehogs, you know, usual British stuff. We also have wild wallabies, as it happens, because they escaped from the zoo 50 odd years ago, and they kind of just kept breeding in the wild, and they don't have any natural predators. So there's only 2 places on the planet with natural wild wallabies: Australia and the Isle of Man. It's very weird. Maybe New Zealand, I have no idea. But that's my point. It's bizarre. It's kind of the same thing with the hippos in Argentina, and they're going to keep breeding unless something's done about that. Anyways, the point is maybe we can justify them, and I really want it to feel natural, but we do need a fence. I started building this big aviary looking thing, and it was too much, you know. I want this to be limited somewhat, so we're going to build a nice custom fence that's going to go around this whole area. You can see I've put a barrier in. That's what's going to contain the flamingos, and we're just going to build something that looks hopefully a little bit modern and a little bit rustic as well, which is very much the theme of the area. And I'm thinking we're going to make a rope fence. So let's do it. Let's give it a go. Rope. And where's the rope I'm looking for? That one. I kind of like the idea of this having some fairly big gaps. So we're going to grab that piece of rope. We're going to rotate that like so. And then bring it up. We're going to keep this really simple. We might double up on the rope itself. But what we're going to do is put some logs at both sides, and it's going to be a rope fence. Not going to go over the top. Like, I kept doing all this stupid over the top stuff, and it ended up just not being like the right style, you know? So we're going something like, genuinely, that might be it. That might be close to what I'm going for. And the hope is that the idea is kind of like with the peacocks or even flamingos sometimes at zoos. They don't really explore anyway because they're happy in their little environment. What I'm thinking is we might double up on the rope, or even like triple up on the rope, or even quadruple up on the rope. What would it look like if it's in the ground? I think that's alright. Maybe one higher on as well. Now, I'm not saying we're done. We might do a little bit. No. Yeah, that's fine. I'm just going to string that all along, and that's going to be our barrier for the flamingos. Now, we're going to decorate this a little bit more. I'm thinking like on the posts, maybe some lights, maybe like a little lantern, maybe... You know, I don't really have an idea at this point in time, but we're going to put something on there. We're going to make it look cool, because cool things are cool. Also, we need a log. Log, you go... there. All exhibits need a log. Anyways, let's get rid of the log. Let's see if there's anything in the Arctic pack. Let's just take a cheeky little peek. Is this all the Arctic? Yeah, okay, so what do we have? I was considering actually using these trellises as well. I really like these. I think these look really cool. I was considering using these and making like an actual trellis to contain the... It's too much, you know. I really don't want this to be a big thing. I want it moderately subtle. What would that be? What am I doing that for? Doesn't make any sense. We're just going to click around a little bit. Oh, that's cute. See if there's anything that, you know, kind of pops up, basically. That's about it. Determined. Don't know what I'm determined about, but I'm determined. Ooh. I actually saw someone make a fence using these. It actually looked really cool. That would... no. Even these. It's hard to find things in the Arctic pack that aren't very clearly Arctic-y, which makes a lot of sense in a lot of ways, but I wouldn't mind something like small, wooden and decorative that we can put like along the pole, basically. Well, even this is quite nice, actually. I reckon that's better. No, the Loxus. You must trust in the log. Let's go look on this side. It's brighter. No. Why? No. Why? I really like these as well. Some people have made some really cool little Arctic posts using those. You know what? I think that's actually good enough. It really isn't much, but it's kind of exactly what I'm looking for. So, wedge into group, and then we're just going to string this along from there. Like so. And that's going to go basically in a straight line, hopefully, directly across there. And then we'll put some foliage around here as well, and blah, 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 blah. But it should be nice and subtle, the way that we want it to be. Don't really want to group these, do I? I think we have to do this individually, unfortunately. Yeah. That's alright. So they're going to take that long. Get to make sure it actually lines up properly and it's going to match along with our little barrier. The flamingos won't escape from this, will they? Right, I'm not going crazy thinking that... That's fine, right? Yeah. I'm not going crazy thinking the flamingos won't be able to get out of this. I am still considering using the rope somehow to make kind of... I really like the idea. This is what I was trying to build. Is kind of those like netted roofs you see in this kind of area, you know, to prevent the birds flying away. Basically, flamingos do fly at the end of the day, so like a netted roof that would stop them getting away. But there is no net in this game. I would love like a net tile or just like a big sheet of net. That would be so good in so many ways, for so many different exhibits so far. I'm considering just making one out of rope. I'm still considering it. The idea scares me just because I'm lazy, but we'll see what happens. I'm happy with this. This is... yeah, it's cute. I really didn't want to go over the top with this, and I kind of become distracted by the flamingo idea and trying to make it more of an exhibit, when really it's meant to be a garden. I don't necessarily want people in there, especially now that there's going to be flamingos, but the idea was still always that it's a garden. It's a pleasant thing to look at. It's not a big fancy animal exhibit, you know? So I'm going to try to keep that in mind a little bit more. Okay, God knows what I'm doing there. This is a little bit of a problem. Is that going to go in the water? I think so. How am I going to fix this? If I can just have this one stop rotating like that, it's bizarre. I can just have one rotate. I mean, it's my fault completely, don't get me wrong. Have this one at a bit of an angle, and then we'll go straight again. Bit more. Just so it latches onto the barrier there. Yeah, that looks fine. And then we grab this. We don't rotate this one. We grab this one. We angle snap it, and we rotate it. And we bring it down, and we connect them up, and that should, again, give us a nice straight line. Yeah, cool. Wait, is that straight? That doesn't look straight. I'm scared. Why would it not be straight? No, it would be. There's no... like, science says it's straight. It doesn't look straight to me. I feel like it's tilting slightly upwards, but it's not, is it? It's straight. You know why it is? It's because the path comes down a little bit there. Honestly, the mind can be tricked super easily when it comes to this kind of thing. It really can. We're going to merge those ones together. Ah! Okay, there we go. Let's try that again. Yeah, the movement of path is definitely influencing where I think it is. Crazy how nature do that. This is a little bit more in the water than I would have liked. But it's okay. Wait, you off too? You're just on your jollies, son. Right, let's grab this one over here, I guess. You're doing this. What is going on? Right. It's fine. Let's grab that one. Let's rotate it. And move it along. There we go. You're not going to let me down. It's a good egg. She's a good girl. Bring it in. Push it a little bit over there. Okay. And same again, but not much to do for this bit. Nearly done now. It would have been nice to go a bit fancy, but not everything has to be fancy. I've got to remember that. Not everything has to be fancy. Some things can be chill. Chill things are chill, that's why we like them. Yeah, I think when this is finished as a garden, it's going to look pretty cool. This is the next problem, however. There's a watery bit. Do I just put this through the water and maybe extend the... I don't know if that's going to stop them. I might just put some rocks in there. Honestly. Just have that there. Leave that open. Have that come across there. Actually, have this come across all... Wait, where am I going? Oh, right. Okay, I'm going to rotate. No, we're not. There we are. We're going to rotate, we're going to bring that up, that's going to latch onto there, that's going to come across there, and then we'll bring them across, they're going to meet in the middle, and then we'll do some rocks or something to stop the flamingos doing an absolute runner. Sounds like a plan. Perfect. Nope. Okay, well we can grab that one now. Bring that across. Where's this go to? About there. Okay, one more. Doesn't need to line up perfectly here because they're not going to meet at the end of the day, but it has to be close. I think that's probably close enough for my liking. Sweet. What we're going to end up doing is covering this whole area in foliage anyway. Wait, how does this work? Wait, am I not doing this wrong? I need to cover this bit as well, don't I? I've gone too far. Why have I gone past the bridge? Why am I being the big dumb? This bit does not need to be like this. This bit needs to be... I'm such an idiot sometimes. Right, it's fine. It's fine. We bring this up, bring this up, bring this up. We just need to cover this bit instead. That's what we're looking to do. Do. Simple mistake to make. Easy mistake to make. Although I don't know why I've done it differently on both sides. Like, wait, have I? Yeah, I have. I don't know why. It's because that's where the bridge is. Well, that makes sense actually. Never mind. I'm the big smart. Never mind. Okay. And one more in this little corner would be great. Boop. Meow, meow. That'll do. Okay, good stuff. Flamingos, moderately contained. Fence, done. Bingo bango. Or something. Actually, how are we going to get the flamingos in here? Yeah, I don't want to think about that right now. That's a future BestInSlot problem. I want to make this a little fancier as well if I can. This bit, but really I just want to get this living garden done. I want to get building, get putting stuff in there. So, continent, North America. I'm sorry, flamingos. You're not going to be happy about this, but it has to look nice. That's all that matters. I'm going to stick with our 4 main ones. I want a big tree right away there. It has to dominate this little area. Is that the best we're going to do? Black spruce, you're currently in the lead. Just at the end there, that little tip. Ooh, ash tree though. Elm. Big Daddy Elm, yes. Big Daddy Elm indeed. Okay, we've got to think about the sightlines. Because this is actually probably the most important one, this one right here. So, that one right there is blocking the tree of the big tree, blocking the view of the big tree, so I'm going to shift that over to the side. This is really the view I want to focus on. This has to look, this is the one that has to look as nice as possible. Because all the others have multiple views all the way along, right? So, but this is the one that's kind of contained. It's like a television or a painting or something. So this is the one we're going to work on. I think that makes sense. God only knows if it actually does. Right. Beach. Ooh, beach. Big Daddy Beach. No, you go over there, though. It's weird. Some of the trees, number 3 is the big one, and some of the trees number 1 is the big one. They haven't like made up their mind on a consistent naming system. Again, we're gonna try to create some sightlines using trees. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. I can't put one of a tree in. There has to be multiple. Otherwise, I think it looks a bit bad. I don't like those. Oh, my festive spruces. They're so tempting. They are genuinely so tempting. I love them so much. Yellow cedars. These look pretty cool, and they blend in pretty well with the trees we already have. See what I mean? Cedar tree 3 is the biggest of the 3, right? Look. 1, 2, 3. They get taller with each one, yeah? But we'll click on another one and it won't be the case. It'll be something completely opposite to that. It's bizarre. It's not a big deal or anything. I'm not saying it's a big deal, but it is weird. Let's try this out. Right, now that's the smallest one. So 3 is the biggest with the ponderosa. Festive spruce. Same with the festive spruce. Same with the okay, are they all like this? Am I being stupid? No, see, yeah, okay. Is 3 always the biggest? Okay, 3 is always the biggest. I should shut up. I should never talk again. Good stuff. Right, what I'd really love is some lily pads, actually. Many more bushes and gardens and stuff. Where's that lovely little plant I kept using? No. It's a particular plant that I was using constantly as a bush. Was it hawthorn? No, it wasn't hawthorn. Oh, we need these. These are my favourite. Possibly my favourite bush in the entire game. These things. Beautiful. Look at them. Ah, there you go. Bam. Number 1, number 3. Look at it. Tiny. It's a little babby compared. Number 2 is the medium one. Makes no sense. Daft. I'm just glad that that was moderately right. Okay. What is it? What is the one I really liked? White Sage. This is the one I liked. This is good stuff. You might say maybe it's the bush thing because the 2 is the biggest one on this one. These just look really good, like around the base of trees. I find. I really like. They look like grasses, you know. And it gives a little bit of texture to the floor. And you can put flowers in there and it looks really nice. And big fan, big fan. Little patches of these. Always sink them in a little bit. Don't want to sink them in too much. Do need some depth. That's part of the reason we're using them in the first place. But we sink those ones in a little bit further down to the side. Okay, and I want a little bit over here as well. I like them kind of like hiding underneath things. Trees and logs and stuff like that. I feel like that's an area where you'd get this more sort of verdant growth, so I kind of want to emphasize that if possible. Sneak a little in there. This will be the first time I've done uncut, explicit bush placing on the channel. It's very exciting stuff. I don't go overboard with these. I already have, but okay. They look so nice. Oh, maybe I want to put some plants down this row as well. Should we put the nettles in again? Where are my nettles? Where are my boys at? This would be a lot easier if I just click nettles in the foliage menu. I'm aware of that. It's okay. I'm aware of my limitations. I've committed now. This is who I am. This is who I was always meant to be. I'll start rotating a little bit. One thing I really like about these is I think if you do it right, you can kind of, like, obviously we've got this gap, the path comes in there a little bit, but I think if you use plants and stuff in the right way, you can kind of make those disappear a little bit. I think it hides the curvature a little bit, because you just see the path, and you see, like, what looks to be even nettlage, which is an official term, by the way, on both sides. Okay. We need lily pads. Unfortunately, there are no lily pads. I'm going to save them to the end, actually, because I'll have to click back off. But there are no lily pads in North America, seemingly. Just isn't a thing. But that's fine. Got some caribou moss, which is horrendously ugly. We're not going to be using that. We're going to bring some rocks in later. We'll save the moss for that. Yeah, crabberry's pretty cool. Bring some of these as well. Just trying to add more colour and variation to our bushing. The only problem I have with these is they're very, very circular. Which means they can look a little bit like it is a manufactured garden, but in the zoo you're never manufacturing the garden to look manufactured, right? You always want it to... It's controlled, but you want it to look uncontrolled in a way. It's a zoo, right? It's for animals. I really want a Christmas tree. Do we want reeds in here? Yes. Whereabouts though? Let's have a little think. Maybe along this line here. Do we want reeds or do we want bull ones? What are they called again? Bulrush, yeah. And what we do, turn off a line to surface, okay? Because I think one of the problems with the reeds a lot is the way they sort of tilt on an axis when you put them in. I think if you get rid of that, it actually ends up looking a lot nicer. In my opinion. I say that as someone who was like, I was not big on the rushes for a long time. Despite rushes being one of my favourite songs when I was a child. I don't like that, actually. Let's grab these. I'm going to sink them in further. It's blocking off too much. That's okay. I can live with that. Let me bring these middle ones down a bit more. Okay, cool. Again, these are not things I think you want to go over the top with. I think you need to be fairly controlled. Otherwise, they can kind of dominate an area quite easily. Now, unless you're in the mood to get dominated by some rushes, I advise caution. Maybe you're in the mood to... I'm not judging at all. You know, if you're in the mood to get dominated by some rushes, then you should do that. So I'm going to do like a little patch of them here. And then it's going to start to fade out a little bit over there. Doesn't really make sense that it gets shorter as they fade out, but that's kind of how I always do it, you know? So it's like a little bit in the corner, but it's not a whole shebang. And we'll put some stuff around there to... They look a little unnatural to me when they're just kind of sitting there. I kind of want to put some along here, but not many. Just a little bit. I think it's important with foliage to have variants on all foliage throughout most of the area, kind of thing. I think if you've got one area filled with it, it tends to look more faked. So we want them there, and then we'll put like a line of them here as well. And then they're not dominating the area, but they are all over the place, essentially. You can even do like a slightly bigger bit over here. Just curve them slightly so they match the edge of the water. Okay. It's cute, right? Hey, it's cute. It's nothing special yet. Will it ever be something special? We'll have to wait and see, but it's cute. I still want to do something with this wall here. I don't know what, though. I don't want to just do a garden. I can't help myself. Like, I want to do something to liven the whole area up. We also definitely need to do a garden here as well. That's going to have rocks across there. That's going to keep the flamingos in here. I really just want to focus on this bit for today. I really want to try doing the net. But I did try to do the net. And it was a disaster. But it was a cool idea. And cool ideas should not be abandoned. I like this little guy. Look at a little bendy guy. He's cool. Wait. Am Am I wrong? Was it this instead? This is good stuff. This is top level bushage right here. Bushage. Serious bushage. See? I think it's really important. Again, this is something I've only just started to realise, which again seems odd because I love my foliage, but I don't put enough foliage in, generally speaking. Like, you need loads of it. You just need loads of little bits. Like that little bit there looks really nice to me. All these different shades and colours and shapes and sizes and stuff like that. That's what you need. You need all this variation. You need it to come to life. Particularly around your trees and stuff. But also, you get these like big dead areas, like right here. Look, bam, nothing there. Let's put some stuff in. Let's put some bush in. You know, just use them to make like little more interesting specks of plants. You don't even really need people to see it, but you can kind of tell there's, you know, there's variation there. There's something going on. I could be talking utter nonsense. I likely am. Oh, c'est la vie. If you let it, it's a relaxing experience if you let it be one. I mean, I put a lot of pressure on myself sometimes with this kind of thing, and it can kind of ruin the experience. You can just kind of chill and try to make something cool, you know? If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. It's Planet Zoo, it's not the end of the world. I've gone a little bit overboard over there. Let's chill and move over here. This berry. What am I going to do here? Labrador tea. Quickly becoming one of my favourite plants in the game. There's something about the way it sits in these other plants that just, I think it looks really nice. I don't really know what it is. It just seems to suit, you know? And we need I love how those look. Cute. Right, let's bring in some more of them over here. Like I say, you can't just have them in one place. You gotta mix and match. So put some in there. Have some mediums. Put them over there. Little bundles of them appearing in this little bit over here, maybe. Slightly larger bundle. They also go really well with the what are these called again? Gwelder, something like that. They kind of suit those really well. Yeah. Yeah. See? Yeah. I do want some other ones in there. I like using these as a bit because they're white. They don't really. I don't know. They don't. They stand out and they pop, but not too much. So you can kind of put some other colours in there, and we can mix and match and use these as more of a basis than anything else. That is cute. That is cute. What else do we like? Twin flowers are pretty cool. They're at the bottom, aren't they? Where are my twins? Twins are more difficult. I don't really know why. Something about them makes them awkward. I mean, they're lovely, don't get me wrong. No offense to twin flower, like I wouldn't want to insult the twin. Ooh, I don't think I've ever used one of these. Do I want to use it? Not really. No offense, Mazanita, you're just not. You're not a top tier bush as far as I'm concerned. And I know that's like one of the most deeply painful things you could say to someone. You're not a top tier bush. I remember the first time I got told I was not a top tier bush. I wept for days. Oh, bracken. I get excited about something and then like 2 seconds later, well, is that what we really want? I do like these arrowwood, yeah, these are pretty cool. Again, these are ones that are really good for just giving like the floor just a dabbing of texture, you know? Like, buff this up a bit. That's a bit much. I've got just have an aversion to having things not sunk into the ground. Everything was sinking just a little bit, no matter what. Even trees often have to be sunk in just a teeny tiny bit, or they're just not right, you know. I can't seem to find all my. I need to favorite stuff, you know. Like right now, I cannot find any of the stuff I use. White sage, that's what I'm looking for. Still don't like the rushes. I don't know why. I just cannot be convinced that rushes are ever a good idea. There's just something about them that bugs the bejeebus out of me. It's very weird. I know that. Like, I'm not going to pretend otherwise. It's odd, but it's true. I don't know. Maybe we just decided to plant Labrador teas. It's like the theme. I mean, they're cool. I like them. Keeping them in the sun as well. Do like a nice little bundle of them down there. Do 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 do. Rocks will save the day. Also, I've super neglected this part. This is just the dead part. We'll ignore it for now. We'll come back in and fix it. Rocks will save the day. Yeah, it's looking nice though. I think I think it looks okay. I really want a wall there. I don't know why. I can't get over it. I really like the idea of containing the flamingos. Oh, do I want to go through that nonsense? No, not really. Let's get some rocks. So to get rocks, we need to turn off North America. Turn off North America. That's been my goal on YouTube for a long time. Not as in turn it off, as in switch it off. That would be mean to my lovely American fans. I love you all so much. Rocks will save the day. Rocks always save the day. They can't go wrong with a good rock. We are blocking this off completely. I want to make sure they can't get through, so. I don't see why not. You know, it's just going to look like a bit of a garden thing. Oh, God, I've made an issue here. Okay, no, it's fine. The rock is just not going to connect with the fence in the way I want it to. I just can't bother moving it. I'm just going to do this. It's fine. We'll stick with Teak. Wait, why am I using Taiga? Wrong. 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 It's important. I'm meant to be using Temperate. Yeah, big old dummy. I thought it was for some reason I thought it was Temperate. Honestly, it's like not that big a deal. I could have probably got over it. But, you know, it's not like we were that committed. We may as well do it right, right? Okay, let's fill in the ocean. Okay, small lake, ocean, same thing. I might even do something else in here. I'm thinking like maybe like a little water feature. If we leave like a little gap in the rock, let me just cover in these bits here first, and then we'll think. We'll think out loud as we tend to do. I'm not sure that'll work. We'll wait till the flamingos are actually in to double check that this is going to prevent them escaping, because at the moment it super doesn't look like it. That's okay. I'm thinking like just a little hole. A little hole. What am I doing with the little hole? I actually can't remember. I was thinking like having water stream through, but now that the more that I think about that logically, I think that's nonsense. So we're not going to do that. Yeah, that'll work. Do I like the little gap? I think so. Might bring it in a little bit more. Where's my big old one? There it is. I'll fill this in a bit as well. making it very difficult here, game. There we go. Okay, that obviously is not okay. That's fine. Easy to fix. Easy to fix. It's cool though. This means we can do like two very different themes, like on either side. The rocks are a very clear sort of boundary as well between this side of the bridge and that side of the bridge. Kind of thing. We'll have to neaten up that side, but we're not worrying about the side. We're doing this side. This is the side we're doing. I think the flamingos would be contained. I think it looks nice. It's not done. It's not done. It's not done. We need rocks in here. We need more plants as well over there on the right. We need many more things. We need many, many, many more things. I'm gonna try not to go overboard with the rocks. And that's hard for me to do, as you may well know. But I think visually they'll ruin what is a fairly clean looking area. Rocks are dirty. Dirty. I said I wasn't going to put many in. I instantly just started shoving in hundreds of them. I can't control myself. I really can't. I want like a little one. Where's my babies? Yeah, it's fine. I'm definitely going to have to come back here. This bit needs some love. Does he want a hat? I think he wants a hat. Now, what I'm also thinking is we're going to put a bear in here. I only just remembered about that. We need a bear. Obviously, we need a bear. It would be stupid to not have a bear. It could glow. I know it's technically... it looks too much like a polar bear. We'll beat. Bears beats Battlestar Galactica. The only reason I was thinking about it is because we already have the glowing bear. Ooh. Animal sign, Grizzly Bear. No, we already have the glowing bear. The glowing bison at the start, so I was thinking the glowing bear. That's a good idea. Does he just stand there being chill and kind of like, yo, this is my land? Or does he stand like over here? I like him being part of the, ooh, decorative panel bear. Can I use this somehow? Right, can you position snap for me? Oh, a line actually is what I'm looking for. I'm thinking, it's a bit weird looking, admittedly, but what I'd love as well, and I'm thinking of, is something to make this fence here a little bit more interesting. So, would this, as a backdrop behind it, would that just look weird? I guess we'll find out. What if it's in front of it? You know what? That doesn't look good, but I do like the idea. I love that bear. I actually think the garden itself looks really nice. Because we've crammed it full of foliage, and honestly, that makes a hell of a difference. I'm not done. Not done quite yet. Need a little bit more over here on the right, for sure. Maybe not too much. Maybe not too much, he says. Shut up, BestInSlot. Don't be stupid. Where is my... Oh, maybe some nails. Right. Aligned surface is hell when it comes to plants. Get rid of it, kill it, burn it down. There will be no aligning to surface in my... We are not an aligning to surface family, alright? Let's put it that way. I don't want ferns, I don't think. I can never find... I'm just looking for the bush. North America, tundra temperature. Yeah, it should be here. Where's my bush? Where is it? Where's my beloved? What's it even called? I don't... white sage. That's what... This is literally what I've been looking for. It's bizarre how that happens. Okay. Again, it's It's one of those ones that I think looks like it would grow around rocks and stuff to me, so I kind of like to bring it into that environment as much as possible. I'm going to stop defending my love of the white sage. It's here, it's not going anywhere, learn to live with it, okay? We're a white sage family now, among many other things apparently. This bit here is a bit dead, isn't it? Yeah, this needs livening up. Okay, what can we do? Let's bring in some twin flowers. They've been neglected. I feel bad. And they are cute. I no longer just want to kind of like just shove plants in without really thinking about what I'm doing. Which is, like, honestly, is all you need 99% of the time. You can make some beautiful looking areas with it. You really can. Like, you think back to our African zoo in our franchise mode originally, during the beta. Really all we did was just shove plants in and hope for the best, but it ended up looking really nice. But I think when you think about the placement a bit more, you get something a little bit more special. I'm pretty happy with this area over here. I don't really want to touch this start a bit. This bit needs... You know what it needs? It needs some white sage is what it needs. What did I do over here? Because I really liked how this looked. What's this? Bracken. We should bring in some bracken. Bracken's cool. Oh, and some moss. Yeah. Okay, oh, that's looking pretty alright. This is a bit dead. There's like this clear dividing line between the fence and the foliage, and that's stupid. So let's try to kill that. Gotta kill you darlings. Bring some bracken. And you want to give me any good ideas here, game? Anything popping out? Is it going to be yet more white Labrador? That's the question. I might just bring in a little diamond leaf. Oh, I like that actually. There, right there. And then turn it a little bit. Now let's turn off angle. I'm going to put that there. I'm going to spin it around. We're going to sink it in. Spin it around a little bit more. Yeah, cool. It's growing out of the gaps between the rocks. I like that. That's cool. Right. So, happy. Not totally happy, but it's okay for now. Not happy with this bit. And this bit is nonsense. I don't know why I'm ignoring that bit, but the rest is what's getting the focus. It's because it's not in this sightline, I guess. The bear. I'm not sure I like the bear. He's just sitting there. As bears upon, like, wants to do, I'm sure, but... I'm trying to think of something we can make... Ooh! Ooh, will that work? Let me think. I've got an idea. I've got an inkling of an idea. I think it's a terrible idea. I want to make a fish. Is there a fish? They're not going to give me a fish, are they? There's no fish in the game. They're not going to give me a fish. Could we make a fish? I'm thinking having him like at the side by the water, and there's a salmon jumping out of the water, and he's trying to catch it. Is that nonsense? I think that's nonsense. Let's do it. Let's do some nonsense. We can totally make a fish. I'm going to make a fish. It's going to be a little bit bigger than I would have liked, but that's okay. So let's rotate that around. Okay. Is this a terrible idea? No, this is a genius idea. What's this? Oh god, it's huge. What's that so humongous? I need like a little piece. Just a little piece. A little triangle is what we need. Okay. Annoyingly, it was meant to be the tail. Annoyingly, all the other oval, like all the other pieces are actually larger than this one, so it's going to prove. Yeah, why is this? I don't really want it to be any bigger than this. This is already quite. This isn't even the smallest one. I'm really confused. Why is every other bit bigger than this? See what I mean? It doesn't go into it because they're all humongous. You can't dominate the oval completely. It would have to be too big. It really would. okay. I like the idea. I like the concept. I also want some rocks and plants over here. Maybe a little tree. Is that the same tree? No, it's beach. Okay. Okay, cool. I'm gonna move him slightly. He's gonna stand over here in the reeds. Maybe make him lean forward a little bit. He's eager. He wants a fish. There aren't any, but he wants one. Is there anything we can do that would look like a fish? Also, I want to bring some of these in as well. I really, really like these. I don't necessarily need them to be connected to anything. I think they're just there for general decoration. Yep, cool. I really want a fish. I can't get over this idea now. Like, there has to be a fish. Maybe this. That could be a fish. That could totally be a fish. Okay, maybe it couldn't totally be a fish. Can I colour it? No. We'll just have a look. We'll have a look. We'll see if something pops up that looks like fishy, you know? If not, then no. That's winning so far. I'll put like a little pole so it floats. I'd like to colour it if possible. But I don't know if that's possible anyway. Why am I going up, not down? What's the closest... Oh god, I'm tired. What's the closest we could get to a fish? If you were a fish, what would you look like? Okay, you'd look like a fish. Nah. Something will pop out. Something will be glorious. I'm confident. All my terrible ideas come to fruition eventually. The game will not let me down. Yes! Amazing. Okay, it's a whale, not a fish, but I don't care. I actually don't care at all. The game has provided. And it is wondrous. Look at that. Isn't that cute? I want to hide that underneath. I'm going to put a rock under... Am I going to put a rock? Yeah, we're going to put a rock beneath it. So it'll kind of look like it's sitting on a rock, which is not preferable, but it's better than it sitting on a weather vane. And yeah, it looks like a whale, not a fish, but it is what it is. Bring it up a tiny bit more. Teeny tiny bit more. There he is! He's fishing! He's fishing! I like it. Shut up. Let's bring some more rocks in this area now just so it blends in a little bit better than it is. I like it. You can tell this area is the bit that I focus on. You see it from above in this area, just, yeah. But again, so this is like the main viewpoint for the bear, the fish, and obviously we're going to have all the history stuff going along here. Here's some cash. That's why I want to do something with this wall over here, but I'm just not... Does it need it? It's a little bit... I don't know. Obviously this bit needs doing as well. I'm just trying to think if there's a good way to do this aviary. My problem was it was too much. It kind of stuck out like really massively, which makes sense. But I wouldn't mind bordering the whole area a little bit. It doesn't need to be super open. Or maybe making like a feature wall. What would that look like though? Like along here. How would I blend that with the rest of the park? Maybe if we just back off this wall. As in, if we've got a wall... Let me think about this. Maybe if there's a wall across here, that's going to help out my problem. I mean, we can put a wall there. That's totally fine. Eventually, we're going to go through there to get to the wolves, but it's okay. Let's grab that. Duplicate. Stack. Where's my stack? You're not going to do it, are you? Gonna make me do it manually. But I want to be lazy. There we go. Does that look better? I think so. I really like how this looks. I think that is really appealing. It's all a bit square. Everything I build is very square. I think I need to move away from that. Like, it might be square with some, you know, dinks in it, but it's square at the end of the day. How's this look when we go through? That's a big ass tree right there. That elm tree means business. It's totally okay. I think it needs another elm. I don't mind having large things in the sightline. The problem is when you've only got one, it kind of just stands out massively, you know. So if we put in a 2 or a 1, I think just having a 2 there. Yeah, that's better. Something like that. Cool, yeah, you can kind of see it's there, but you can't totally see it. You know there's something over there. The idea is to lure people over to that part of the park. Because you know there's something there, but God knows what it would be. Cool. Right. Okay. Foliage-wise, other than this bit over here, which, again, I can't bring myself to look at right now. Oh, yeah, oh, no. We want a lil... Huh. Oh, they are in. What country are you guys from? It's Asia and Europe. Did they not have lily pads in America? Is that not a thing in America? I find that hard to believe. I would be very surprised if that's the case. And for some reason, lily pads look really cool around the edges. I'm going to put some in the middle as well. But they're kind of like, a bit like weeds in this way. They suit this kind of area. In my opinion, anyway. You can be the judge. So I'll do some there. Let's ease that in a little bit more there. And there. And then do some across from there as well. Over here. Maybe over here. I'm trying to liven up the slightly dead areas of the park. Oh, especially around the rocks, that'd be cool. Oh, we need to bring moss in as well. I love the moss. Yeah, I like that. And then we'll have some in the middle as well. I think as long as you keep them in a patch, generally speaking, it's kind of like when you're doing the other foliage. It doesn't make sense to have like bits all on their own, you know. Every now and again, yeah, but not constantly. Like, you need patches where they grow together, essentially. Okay, I love that noise. I never do it on purpose. Like, I never favour anything on purpose, but I do like the noise when it pops up. Okay, and then see, maybe we can do like a little bit over here. A little bit over here. Oh yeah, let's do some by the rocks. Looks cool, but everything looks better by a rock. Rocks make everything better. There's not a single thing on this planet not improved by a rock. Cool. Maybe a little bit by this little dude over here. Is that too much? We're okay. Okay, shut up, world. Blaming police, always trying to stop crimes and stuff. Ridiculous. Nobody wants you to stop. Okay, maybe that's pushing it a little bit too far. It could well be an ambulance. I think it's police, though. You go get them, boys and girls. You go get them. Idea of like having a patch over here as well. Got a little bit overboard on the lilies, I'll admit. Having a patch there and then kind of joining in quite thinly across the middle, like so. I think what I need to do, and one of my problems is I don't spend enough time looking at real world examples. Like, it'd be cool to look at a real world swampy, foresty kind of environment and see where plants gather, you know, how do things actually form in the real world? And that's really what you should be basing this off. But generally speaking, I'm pretty happy. I think the flamingos are going to hate it. But I do think it looks quite nice. Plus I got a fishy! Well, what do you need? This bit definitely needs some love. This whole area, this corner needs some love, and this bit. Like, obviously I focus much more heavily on this sort of area here, and you can definitely tell. So I shall undo my bad work. Let's get to work. Continent America. Yeah. Sorry. What do I want over here? How am I gonna save this bit? What am I gonna bring in to bring it to life? Baby tree? Nah. That's cute. I'm just seeing that down a little bit. Oh no, little. Ooh. Wait, why is there two the smallest one? Oh my god, nonsense. It's cool, I wanted a little one. And, oh yeah, we need moss. I completely forgot about the moss. So apparently, I've been informed that the moss should actually go on the, like the dark side, like the non-sunny side. I believe. I actually think it looks really nice. No, we should do this more often. Me and the moss, we're gonna be a thing. It's gonna be cool. Again, I have to sink it in a little bit. It looks a little bizarre to me. Like, this honestly could easily, and I'm sure most likely is, exactly what carpet moss looks like. But the kind of the 3D-ness of it, the way it sticks out so much, looks a little bizarre to me. So I prefer to sink it in just a little bit. It's a big boy. Did it again. Every now and again I'll favourite something that I'm trying to just click, basically. I don't like it as much over there. I love that fish. I can't get over how much I like that fish. Moss looks nice. Okay. Still need a little love over here. That's kind of what I came over here to do in the first place. What's love got to do with it? We're going to make this part, I don't know, just colourful, I guess. Bring some different plants. A little bit of goldenrod. The only goldenrod in the entire park. Which goes against everything I said I would do, but I'm sure we can come up with an in-universe reason for that being the case. You can come up with a reason for everything, really. I don't know, like they just planted a nice little colourful flower patch, that's all. Oh, actually Manzanita's looking good right there. Manzanita. Yeah? Nice Manzanita. Okay, that looks a lot nicer now. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Cool. What about you, Aspen? If we sink you in, are you cool? Yeah, why not? Live the dream. I'm gonna do it over here as well. You can't just do it in one place, you have to do it in multiple. A little bit over here. Over here. Yep, okay, cool. Cool beans. Just really heat the beans up. Like cold beans? Ugh, doesn't sound good. Right, I'm thinking I want like a row of some flowers around the edge of this. I still want to do... I can't get over the idea that I want to do something special, but I do think this whole area looks a lot nicer. This bit needs gardening up a little bit as well, but it's not the focus of today. That's going to look cool when we get stuff. Again, I'm going to leave that a little bit up to you guys. Let me know any ideas or thoughts you have, something we can put in here. What is the history of Blackrock? And we'll do that in the next one. I am slightly considering, if we go into construction, and the lights. These. Is that too far? It's a fire in a very... I don't know. A park that maybe shouldn't be on fire. It's very wood. Like, I don't know. I think it's probably too far in the non-modern direction. And at the end of the day, this is still meant to be... I love that fish. This is still meant to be... excuse me. Still meant to be a modern park. Props. What have we got? Ooh, let's bring in some stuff. I want to make this more interesting. Where's my big metal bit? I like my big metal bit. Is it in props? Yeah, it's there. We're going to layer the back of this in this. This is a material we've used a lot. And because it's not... Okay, let's do that. Because it's not like a... I mean, it's obviously a shape. It's a defined shape, but it's very abstract. So being able to only see parts of it shouldn't matter. It should actually look... it's going to look pretty cool. Yeah, I like that. I'm on board. Yeah? Yeah, that's actually pretty cool. Interesting. Maybe this is something we can do again. Do 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 wow 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 do 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 do. How are we doing? Nearly at the end? Nearly at the end. 2 more. Might have to cross over just a little bit on this. Nope. Oh, yeah, just a tiny bit. That's okay. A little bit more. Come here, cheeky. I should do it. Oh, yeah, I really like that. Yeah. Okay, I'm pretty... Yeah, I've got to admit, I'm pretty happy with this. This is very much what I was looking for. Just a nice... noise. Just a nice sort of lush garden looking pool area. I do think this back area, but this is actually where the wolves are going to be. So whilst at the moment you look out there and it looks a little bit weird behind it, eventually there is going to be a wolf exhibit there. So I think that's going to really, really help. I think we're going to bring some elevation into that as well to kind of block the area off a little bit. This area needs... I'll just cover this in trees. So we'll just make that into a dense forest. Same with over there. A little bit of deco over there. Okay, cool. I can't get over it. I don't know why. It's honestly the greatest thing I've ever done. I really like that as well. I think that's cool. Can we do that again? Let's just do that multiple times. No. Why am I neglecting this bit? God only knows. I still want to do something. I can't get over it. I'm trying my hardest. Let's see where am I going to bring in this habitat gate as well. That's the next question. It's going to be quite difficult to do. You're obstructed probably because of the fence, so that's probably the best place to put it though. Let's get rid of this for a sec. It's worked out pretty nicely. Okay, I think we have to... What we're going to have to do is get rid of that. What we need to do, it's the same thing again. It's too, yeah, the angle's too short. So what we need to do is that and that. I really thought that was going to work. Interesting. Okay, no, we can fix that. Not a problem. Let's delete that. Delete that. We just need to delete a little further this way. Shouldn't be a problem. And we can extend this out a little bit more now. There we go. It's going to be beautiful. Maybe. Let's assume this is going to work. Okay, that's fine. Oh. Considered it for a second, I think. There we go. Alright, now that looks bizarre, I'll admit, but we can make it look not bizarre. Maybe. Maybe not. What we do, I think, is we put that there. delete that, and we grab these, and we sink these back into the right a little bit. Can I get over that? Yes. Yeah, probably. And you don't really see this bit over here, so I'm just going to cheat a little bit. We're going to bring that over to there, and then bam. Nobody knows. The big Okay, first things first. We should make this a wooden door instead. And then we should grab these, and we should do that. Then at least, yeah, I mean that looks okay to me. That looks alright. I can deal with that. Cool. Cool. Staff can get in now. Staff can't get anywhere. Okay, new problem. Staff can't do a bloody thing because how are they going to walk across? Actually, I only need them to get probably over here. This is where I want the food and stuff to be, right? So what we can do is go back into nature, get us some rocks, and we're going to build a bridge. Wait, I'm in Tega again. Why do I keep doing that? Tega. I'm going to just go build a bridge. Nope. I think that'll work. I think staff members should be able to cross that, and we can liven up a little bit, you know, put some lily pads in the area. It's really hard to tell with them sometimes. When are they above water? There, I think. Okay, cool. I'm going to hope that works. If it doesn't, we'll come up with an alternative. Let's assume that's going to function for now. So the staff go through there, they walk along there, and they'll put the flamingo food in this little bit over here. Right. Is there anything else we need to do? Other than general planting of stuff. But really I wanted to focus on this. I might do the rest on my own, as in the general area, but I really want to focus on the garden. We're gonna bring we're gonna get some flamingos. I need some money as well. I'll show you what I usually do then. Are you any good? Yeah, let's grab you. I do have a couple of albinos still left. I do have sold most of them at this point. There you go, that's another 9,000. Not a problem. Eventually I can no longer do this. Like, this is a limited time only thing. But yeah, why not do it for now, you know? Flamingos are expensive. I cannot feel fancy flamingos. Right. Do I want them to breed? Yeah, let's grab her. And I'm not gonna go over the top here. Oh. Because like we definitely need a few of them, otherwise it tends to look a little bit weird, right? For flamingos. But I don't want to end up with 10 billion flamingos, because that's kind of a problem. So that'll do. That's already probably more than I should have got. 10. No, it's not 10, it's 6. Let's give this a go. Does that work? Yeah. I'm a little apprehensive about this. It could be a really nice looking little... Again, I don't want it to... It's not an exhibit. It's a garden that the flamingos happen to live in. You know, when it's boarded off just because... Well, it's a garden, right? And you don't want children stomping all over it and such. That makes a lot of sense. I'm fine with that. Alright, let's get one in. See how things go. Bring me the pink bird. Please. Bring them to me. Where are my pink birds? Oh, there's one. Okay. Oh. Okay, the pink birds have arrived. I mean, they're alright. Habitat's not great. Mainly because of the plants. But that's okay. We can take that hit. So, habitat. Species. Okay, I'm going to bring in a food bowl. Let's think about this. There. Water bowl nearby. Okay. Also need to do some research. They're not the happiest animals in the world, but they'll get by. Just for now. Start our do vet research on them as well. Boop. Can they get out? That's step number one. Can they escape? No. Cool. They are very much contained. Now, I don't know. I mean, it looks like you can walk across there, which does suggest that they get the staff can as well. I'm going to move this rock. This rock's making me nervous. And then we're going to sink one in just like that as well. I'm really hopeful this is going to work. Am I done? I'm still considering something like a net or I don't know. I just want something on this wall, but I need to leave that alone because that is going to change later on. Plants along here, big forests around here at the back. Like, just block that area because we're going over to the left. So just big dense forest over there. We can always get rid of it later on if we want to open things up. And you'll walk around, see the forest there. You'll walk through here. You look at the nature. You look at the museum on the right. You look to the left. You look at the flamingos. You walk a little bit further, this will be forested off. Walk along, check out the flamingos if you want as you walk past. Check out the birds. Check out the flamingos. Walk past here, then head off into the wolves. Or head back, indeed, to the Rainforest Cafe. Okay, I'll be done. I'm still thinking. Okay, well, this is actually a good time to end it then. I'm going to say, like, the actual inside of the garden, I'm pretty happy with. Maybe need a little bit of texture over here. Before the next video, I will just do the forest. I'm just going to stick trees everywhere. It's not going to be very exciting. No creative work there at all. And finish this little bit off as well, I'm sure. So, the two things I need from you folks, though. Two things. For those of you who've made it this far, you crazy people. What do we do? What's the history of Blackrock Park? You know, what's the story that we can tell in maybe 5 distinct stages, you know, modern day from, well, to modern day from like the 1800s or 1700s or something, or I actually don't know American history nearly enough to know when would be an appropriate time for Blackrock to be first discovered and stuff like that, but something like that, and then it progresses a long time, blah, 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 blah. And also, is there anything we can do? Do I leave this as it is? Do we just keep it as a nice garden, or do we do something to make it stand out? I think I'm leaning towards garden. I really am. And I think once the other area around it is done more than it is now, it's going to look better. Yeah, okay, no, ignore that. We're going to leave it as a garden. Okay, cool. Right then. Thank you for joining me. Let me know what you think as well about this style of video. Like, I realise it, like, I've mainly talked nonsense, essentially. But for this kind of thing, I don't know, maybe it suits a live build more than a time-lapse. And I think some people would maybe appreciate being able to see my thought process, as nonsensical as it may be, during that process. I still want to do something more with this as well. This is not fancy enough for my liking. We'll think about that. Yeah, alright, I've asked like 10,000 things, so hit me up down below. Thank you so much for joining me anyways. Again, apologies, these aren't quite as snappy as I would like. I was kind of low on inspiration. I also am for the next, like, we need to do the wolves next. I'm not sure what we're going to do. I will have a little think. Again, I want to bring in maybe some glass. All the animals so far have like a big modern element. Okay, well, these don't, but they were at the start. That's got that, that's got that. So the wolves, I think, would look a little bit weird if they didn't have something, some special glass piece that kind of brings it together and like makes it link in with the other exhibits. I don't know what that's going to look like, but I think that's something I'm going to think about. The park's looking really nice. I kind of don't want to stop. I am very much tempted to bring in our Arctic animals. It's like my favourite park. Anyways, until the next video, thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you lovely folks then. Cheers much love as always. If I don't see you before Christmas now, because I am away for a few days to see family and stuff, the next episode is going to be a little delayed, probably on Friday, if I'm optimistic, just because it is Christmas. But after that, I promise I will get back onto speeding up and hopefully do 2 or 3 of these every single week. But if I don't see you again before Christmas, have an amazing Christmas, and tell me all about it when it happens, I'm sure, in your next videos. Cheers much love as always, bye bye. Hey folks, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video and you want to help support me a little bit more, you can do so at patreon.com/bestinslot. There's a link in the description down below. Every little really does help in times like these, but it's not at all expected, and by just watching the video you've already helped me out massively, and it makes you a pretty cool person, so well done you. Thanks for joining me either way, I'll see you next time.